Now, this is going to be an unhinged video. It's really cold out today, and snowing and raining. It's raining and snowing. I mean, the two are happening simultaneously. It's incredible. But I'm out here in the cave. This is the cave where the naiads come and preside over water. There's a stream behind me. You can't see it, but there's an entrance at the north end of this cave and an entrance at the south end. The north end is where mortals descend to generation, and the south is where immortals come in and then ascend back through there. It's I bought this house, and it's always nice to have, this is my first time buying a house, but it's always nice to have little bonuses like that connected to your property. But that's just another, and naiads are a type of nymph, by the way. But, they're weaving, this is retarded, none of you know what I'm talking about. But we're out here Zercher. I'm gonna do a Zerch. But the last couple of videos that I made doing Zercher squats, they're not even really squats. You just you pick it up, you deadlift it, put it on your knees, and then you get underneath it and, But this, I bought like a $70 bench rack combo. And so now I have something that holds my barbell. But it's a lot harder to actually pick this up, go all the way down, okay, and then get back up. It's far more difficult than actually just picking it up, because you have to control the weight down and then get out of the hole, right? That's what they call it. They call it getting out of the hole. And it's incredibly difficult, but we're starting off with 135 here just to warm up. To warm up the ligaments a little bit in these cold temperatures. I think I noticed that my conversation pattern, because my brain is kind of jumps from one thing to the next. I was listening to an old clip of Alex Jones on the Joe Rogan podcast Experience, and he was talking about how when he was 13, there was this 20-year-old chick that said that she would have sex with him if she could put makeup on him. And he goes through telling the story and how he ends up fighting the girl's boyfriend because he found out. And then he just jumps right into, all right, so here's a breakaway civilizations. If you understand breakaway civilizations, you understand the key to the big enchilada. And it just reminded me wow. I mean, that's pretty much, I think, because I was watching Alex Jones when I was a little jit, when I was 15, and that probably did something to my development of how my brain talks to itself. And this is basically my brain talking to itself, but I'm just using words to tell it to you. So everything you're hearing is just, this is what's going on in my brain anyways. But this is 225. And I don't know if I want to just go ahead and jump up to 315. 315 is actually extremely heavy doing it that way. I can pick up 365 from the ground, but I max out on like 315 doing it this way. It's a lot harder, but I guess I'll just go for it. Let me just shoot a disc out real quick. Let me just destroy my back on camera. I got these Matrix glasses now that I found. These are my Uncle Kenny's old glasses. Apparently he was based like that. He took the red pill and put these suckers on. Which reminds me, there's like this dude on YouTube that I saw a long time ago, like kind of a red pill guy on YouTube, and it's one of those channels of dudes that just complain about women. But he's always wearing these type of glasses, and it's very funny. I think the last video that I watched of his, he was talking about how he was going on a date with this chick, and they were going to a club, which I don't know, you go on a date with a chick and you bring her to like a nightclub, that just seems stupid. Like, why would you do that? Is that a common move? I don't know. Where I live, there are no nightclubs within a immediate vicinity, and the only one that is like it's like a redneck nightclub. So imagine like that scene in Blade. All right, I'm Blade right now. Where he's in the nightclub and it's like but instead of that, it's like a banjo. It's like ding 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 ding. There's just a banjo nightclub with dudes that have like their hair. This is a hilarious trend. Guys think that this is so hot apparently, and chicks around here like it apparently, but it's almost like a semi mullet. It's like a mullet, but they have like a 90-degree cut. Like I saw a video of a dude using a speed square, and you 90-degree cut the hair, so you buzz it, so you just look like an absolute rat. But dudes, you know, those are the type of guys in this. It's called Club Rodeo. Club Rodeo is what it's called, but that's the type of nightclubs around here, unless it's like a strip club or something, which I think there's one called the Shady Lady, which is pretty hilarious. But yeah, so he takes this girl to a nightclub for a date, and the way he's telling it is that there's like a long line to get into this place, and he's like waiting in line, and they get to like the entrance, and there's like some bouncer guy. He's like this. He's like, "What's the passcode?" He's like, "Okay." He talks to the girl that this dude it's in the video that I'm talking about. Talks to this girl and says, "You can go in because you're hot, but the dude, you gotta pay. You have to. It's like $100-something entrance fee. It's like 500 loonies. It's actually a $500 entrance fee. It's 500 loonies, but because he's Canadian. No, I don't know if he's Canadian. Hey, bud, you can't bring her in here unless you got 200 loonies. You got 200 loonies? Don't think so, you brokey. Why don't you go bald and sell cars and get wear compression t-shirts all day? How about that? and you grind. Anyways, but he lets the chick in, but not the guy, and he like slaps this dude. He slaps the dude's ass. No, I'm just kidding. He slaps the guy's date's ass. He's like on her way in. This story sounds so made up. Like, it's unbelievable. How could this be real? It doesn't make sense. So that was his explanation as to why he's done with women. He's like, all right, I'm done. After that experience, no more women. If I fail this, I'm going to be embarrassed. That was heavy. Oh, good golly. Boy, was that heavy. Good lordy. But yeah, there's channels like that. There's also, honestly, you can find so many channels of guys just complaining about women and like why you need to stay single as a man in 2025. And then if you like scroll back, there's just like 50 of those videos. And they all get views apparently. But it's maybe I should clickbait this video and say why you should stay single in 2025. I think that might be the title of this video. Get the clicks, you know. They're gonna see a guy and I'll here, hold on. This has to be the thumbnail. 1 second. No, that's stupid. This is the thumbnail. Hold on. You guys know what this is? Does this look familiar? Have you taken the red pill? You know what this is? This is a very unhinged video. I've had like a lot of caffeine, if you can't tell. And I'm bored. But here we are talking about red pill YouTube videos on why you should stay single. So here's the top 5 reasons to stay single as a guy in your 20s in 2025. Reason number 1, expensive. Reason number 2, mental. Reason number 3, have to buy cigarettes. Reason number 4, lifting. Reason number 5, grind. Reason number 6, whatever, dude. Let's just go ahead and hit a couple more sets here. 225, because that 315 was pretty dang heavy. Fat grip. You guys know about these suckers? The fat grip suckers? That's that Eric Bugenhagen pack. What else do you guys want to talk about? What else is there? Look, women these days, can't trust women these days. All right, you gotta watch them. People are so, okay, what else could I clickbait this video? Mental health. All right. A lot of people want to commit seppuku on camera these days, but they're not even doing it honorably. They just, I don't know. This is stupid. This is such a bad video. I think I'm gonna upload it just because. Why not? This is a clickbait video, guys. You're getting scammed watching this. Top 10 keys to being successful as a young 38-year-old entrepreneur. Key number 1, you have to want it. You have to want it more than you want to breathe. Okay, money. Do you understand? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You have to want money more than you want air. Okay? Air is free. What's more valuable than air? Money. When I was a young lad, I was homeschooled, so we didn't have like sports or anything like that. But we used to go to chess club, and there was some guy that was like the instructor, taught us how to play chess. And it's funny because I think he was probably like mid-20s. He was a younger fella. But he was telling us, basically giving us like an early motivational speaker. That was kind of like half of his role, was like trying to motivate us like 10, 12-year-old kids on why we should really want to get really good at chess. And this guy, I remember one time he was saying, I had this mentor. Okay, you guys want to get mentors in your garage. And mentors are valuable. Now, I had this mentor, and he was telling me how to play chess. And he said, his name was like, let's just say this guy's name was Josh. My mentor said, Josh, if you want to be successful in chess, you have to want it more than you want to breathe. And they were out on the beach. I don't know why these two guys, his mentor and his young apprentice, were out on the beach together. And the mentor guy pushes Josh's head down into the water, like, because they're like walking in the water. He pushes his head down into the water, and he wouldn't let him up. And Josh is like underwater, drowning. And then he lets him up. He says, "See, Josh, that's how bad you gotta want to be the best at chess." Okay? So he gave us that speech when I was like 12 years old. Anyways, that's it for this video. Goodbye.